All right, everybody, welcome to our test audience episode of the podcast.
It's a great name. It's a great name, Joel.
I'm hyped on the name, man. Y'all hopefully know me if you're watching this episode. I'm Joel, and this is my buddy. Not sure if you know him, Ryan. Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to be here in the secret location that no one besides us knows where we are currently.
Here's the location right here.
Yeah, we just ping it right there on the screen. You can all come visit and
Wait, what was that?
ping it
No, on the what?
on the screen.
The
screen.
This is being videoed.
It's being videoed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's awkward. There's kind of a mess.
All right. Yeah. Give us a couple minutes to.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what? Like, it looks like that for a particular reason, and that's because you folks that are watching this currently, you are the only people that are getting to watch this. This is going to be not our first episode,
but
our test episode.
How do they normally label these
Zero?
things? No, it's episode 0.
Yeah,
or
zero?
like episode -1.
Yeah,
I think episode 0. I think
I think that's good. Yeah.
the pilot, if you will, the unaired pilot.
We had an idea to like just kind of try and work out the kinks and see how it
Work
felt.
them out.
And plus, at the time of this recording, legally, I guess me only, like maybe not legally.
Are you calling me illegal?
No, not to your face, not to their faces at least. Yeah, there's stuff that I specifically cannot talk about still, but for the future of this show, that's something we're going to need to do. So in the time being, this episode is just gonna, like, we're not gonna be censoring anything that we're gonna be saying in this in terms of like pop culture content, things like that, because we're not going to when the show officially drops. So what you're hearing now is going to be exactly what the episode is going to be like, and we're really excited to get this going whenever that happens to be.
Yeah, I mean, those of you that are here most likely listen to I'd Like a Refund, and you know
It's a great
that
show.
show ran a course, as shows do, but we knew we weren't done, and we wanted to do something else. So this is something that we've been kind of working on for a little bit now, and I'm excited. I'm stoked. I don't know how you feel.
I kind of already said I was excited.
I don't know. Just it's something fresh. It's something new, and hopefully you at home watching this are going to enjoy it as well.
And you're going to get to see us now.
Yeah, and you get to see us for better or for worse. There's going to be days where you're wishing you don't see us.
Well, both of us are working really hard right now to make sure that the person that you see on the screen is actually nice to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan and I are working really hard to be more attractive for this show.
Some of us are doing better than others.
Some of us are doing better than others. We won't say who. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. So this undisclosed location, you may hear cars, you may hear airplanes, but what you're going to hear more than that is...
hear shooting stars, and when you do that, you can make a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Can we pretend that?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, nice work.
What you're hopefully going to hear more than that is entertaining content, which so far you've gotten none of.
Not yet. No,
I'd say you've gotten
everybody
zero.
everybody that came here from our old show knows that this is what we do.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so.
Anyone who's ever hung out with us knows that this is what we do. It's funny, actually, you bring that up. Ryan and I talk pretty much every day. And the other day, we were... I could say this, I guess. We were guesting on Genre Geeks.
Yeah. Great show.
And AJ brought up, like, oh, what would your guys' couple's costume be?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you what the answer is because you might actually see that eventually.
Yeah.
But it was like a newlyweds game type thing, and I just instantly knew what the answer was. And AJ was like, wow, like, I can't believe you got that so fast. And I was like, yeah, I mean, we talked about this. And Ryan said, when you talk to somebody pretty much every day, you kind of cover all the bases.
Honestly, yeah, no stone is left unturned.
I mean, this show is probably going to be kind of like a look at that, honestly. Like, Ryan and I talk about, our daily conversations will range from the reason the Diamondbacks are pissing me off to the newest thing that, like, the other day we were talking about the new McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Like, we're both adult men that probably don't need to be hunting down McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Will we be?
Potentially.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
we said that when the ride vehicle ones came out,
That's
and I
true.
only got one. And I don't think you got
never
any.
even bothered.
Yeah, so we really botched that one. I do have complaints about those, like very minimal ones.
Mm-hmm.
First, it's Disney 100. You thought they were going to release 100 characters. They didn't. They did like
Right.
76. And like 5 of them are from the new movie, which I understand why. That's synergy. It's to promote it. But
We don't know who they are.
yeah, we haven't met them yet. I can't wait. That song that they released the first week with Ariana DeBose singing it was fantastic. So.
But do you like the fact that they included the Wasp?
That was wild. Yeah. Like I'm like again like
The Wasp, but no Wally.
well they like even the Marvel ones like it's like
Why are they there?
they specifically did the ones that are still in the movies. So I think it's all just like promotion stuff. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. Disney 100 is celebrating the studio, or is it celebrating the animation studio?
No, it's technically celebrating the studio, which I guess, yeah, the animation studio. But it's more like the Walt Disney Company as a whole.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's do you remember what day that is? The 100th anniversary, the official day.
Yes, it is a good
happened
friend
already.
of mine's birthday.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? Like anyone that knows me, the fact that I went my entire life and didn't find out until this year that my birthday is the same birthday as literally the,
Well, because
the company.
unless you're like at the parks.
Yeah.
Well, not even at the parks. Because
I
at the
haven't
parks,
heard
they
them
really
talk
just
about it, yeah.
celebrate the park's birthday. But like, it's not like it's something that they're every year. They're like, "Happy birthday, Disney!" You know.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't
yeah.
know.
But yeah, they should have curbed the Marvel and Star Wars a little bit.
they should have
more.
curbed their enthusiasm. Do they own Curb
You
now?
didn't even say enthusiasm all the
Enthusiasm.
way. Yeah, you stopped halfway.
Do they own Curb?
No.
What's Curb? No, Curb's HBO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Disney Plus exclusive Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Ryan,
Yeah.
before we kind of get into today's topic,
Yeah.
what is this show going to be?
It's a great question. I'm gonna see
I
if
mean,
I
we have a log line.
should we just
could
play
read.
that audio that I sent you like a month and a half ago? It was like 3 a.m.
A voice memo?
Yeah, I was at work at Horror Nights at 3 a.m. and I just had to like step off to the side basically and record my. I like had an epiphany when I was in the maze, and I was like, I went out and I recorded a voice memo and sent it right to him. He was asleep. You were asleep.
Do you think voice memo only exists at this point because you and I? They're like, wow, man, someone's really using
Well, it's
this a
mostly
lot.
you.
I used to never use
Yeah,
it.
but you use it all the time now, and like our friend Eric uses it all
Yeah.
the time because it's the best way for him to explain
I
his,
feel like
his actions.
I feel like it's because half the time that you and I are talking, it's like about the show or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm not gonna type this out.
yeah, that's what I use it for is when I have too much to say. We could play that voice memo at some point, but I'll do my best to summarize here a little bit. So I've had an idea for a show for a long time, and I thought that after you and I like built our, because when we started Refund, you and I were like friends. We weren't like as close as we are now, but we've developed that relationship so well over the last 2.5 years, almost 3. Actually,
No.
no,
More
I
than
meant
that.
for the show.
Oh.
No,
okay.
we've been friends for like 4 going on. Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, over 4
We have pictures
years
on
now.
beanbags together.
Yeah, we do. Those are cute. Yeah, like we built such a strong rapport, and the way that we talk about things, it made me like really feel like, hey, this is something that you and I could do together because it's the shit that we like to talk about. I wanted to always do a show that harkens back to the days of yesteryear for us, and that's why we are talking about the American Revolution. This is an American Revolution podcast.
Yeah.
Each week, one of us is going to be on one side of the battlefield, and I'll be on the other, and we will take specific battles during the event and try and figure out what went right and what went wrong for each side.
So, do you want to tell them who you're taking first?
Yes, I will be playing the role of Ulysses S. Grant, and Joel will be playing the role of Mao Zedong.
You got the correct war here, my guy?
What, is that not right?
No.
Oh, sorry. I forgot Stalin was on the American side. My
No,
bad.
I'm talking about the fact that you said Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh, I just said names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying names. Yeah. No, he was the Civil War.
I was like,
Yeah. No, I just like. No, that's
Ryan,
no. I'm like.
never
I'm-
mind. We're not going to air this episode.
no,
I
I'm
don't
just-
want you to look dumb.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I wanted to talk about the things that we loved in our past, and it's very, as you noticed from the beginning of this episode, we are very much a work in progress on the title for this, but the gist of the show is totally mapped out for us, and we're going to focus on the things from childhood, basically, or young adulthood, whatever you want to call it.
Past, but
Yeah, our
not
past,
like
yeah.
recent past.
That just really things that are like core memories for us in our brain. Like we will always remember that movie, TV show, book, video game, commercial, food item, toy, Am I forgetting something? Like all of those different things.
Just really
something, anything.
really
yeah.
anything.
There's not really. There's no limit to what we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
here.
I was gonna say if I can like briefly cut in here.
Yeah, please.
Like, I think that's one thing that we really wanted to do with this new show is not handcuff ourselves with what we can talk about. You guys already know us. We are very go on a tangent type people.
Oh yeah.
We might have episodes where we bring up a topic that like we're stoked to talk about, and we end up talking about like completely something different, you know.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is like one week we might be talking about, like you said, a commercial, and then the next week we're talking about like a type of pajamas or something. Like there's really no bounds to what we can talk about other than the fact that it just has to be something from our past.
Something that
much.
we remember.
Yeah.
The format is going to go as follows. Back in refund days, we would surprise each other with what the topic was going to be. This won't really be a surprise as much. I don't think we'll ever reveal on air what the next episode's going to be.
Yeah.
You and I will just talk about it amongst ourselves. We will rotate picking the topic. I think this one we mutually agreed on. But how the hell are you?
How the hell are
But
you?
going forward, it's going to be a rotating thing, not just from the two of us. We're going to have guests on the show as well. We may not film them right in this middle section here.
They have to sit right there.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out down the road, but we won't have a guest on for a little while, at least.
At least 6 years.
Yes. And yeah, we're just going to bring a different thing from our past to the table, and it'll give us time to like research it and have a fun couple little bits that we've already talked about that we're going to do. One in particular I have for this episode that we're going to do live on the air, which I think is going to be great.
Live as in
Live
to
live
tape?
for us.
Yeah, live for us.
Yeah. But it really just, we wanted to do something where there were really no rules.
Yeah.
And that's what this is going to be.
That's us. If you don't know us personally enough to know, we live by no rules.
Yep. The number one rule is there's no rules.
The number one
that's
rule
kind
is
of
have more stickers on your laptop, my guy.
I'm working on it. I have one that's in the mail that I can't wait to put on my laptop. Oh, wow. Yeah. And
it's the logo of the of this show.
And I apologize to the Genre Geeks because I have a sticker.
Disrespect.
I had a sticker from them for the longest time, but I took stickers on the bottom off, and I had theirs like on the bottom underneath, so it was just sitting by itself down here, and I was like, well, that doesn't look good, let me move it. And when I went to move it, and there was no stick left whatsoever. I have another one. I found it as I was cleaning my apartment the other day. I'm going to put it on here, so if they're probably going to see this, I would imagine. So
I hope not.
Heath and AJ, I apologize, but it'll be corrected next time you see.
Is this weird for you? I mean, we're both used to being on camera, but like not in this, not in like podcast form, right?
No,
like,
this is
normally
new.
You're
Yeah,
doing something, right?
Yeah.
There's like more happening versus like we have a monitor over here so we can kind of see ourselves. It's just so odd to just like look at myself and see myself just sitting here talking. I know more is happening. Wow, he got me. I know more is
He
happening.
just leaned away as I did that. Yeah.
Anyone who's just listening to this is like, no, this is just a podcast. But for us, I mean, this is still very new to like be on video. So you're going to see all my little like twitches. Like,
Yeah.
my face
When we
and
really
stuff.
get into the topic, it'll flow a little bit.
Oh,
better.
100p, dog.
What did you just say to me?
100p.
Okay. Playoff P. It's do we have anything else like
I have something
housekeeping?
else.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, not housekeeping. This is going to date this episode, but I'm very excited for what I'm
It's
dressing
October
as for
30th,
Halloween.
2023.
Tomorrow is Halloween. What I'm going to wear, I think, is in our
Circle.
corner of the world.
Yeah.
Something that people like. So
That also reminds me, when we did that Newlywed Game, I correctly guessed what Joel's favorite Halloween costume was.
It
that he wore.
is.
I guessed it correctly.
And what was it?
I can say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
He dressed as Johnny Bravo. How many years ago was that?
Last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then 2 years prior? No, last year and then I think 3 years prior.
Yeah, no, I guessed it correctly. I did win that game.
So nice. I did it twice.
Yeah, that was fun when we did that. I have to wear. I don't have to wear a costume for work tomorrow. It's my last day over at Horror Nights.
Technically, you have to wear a costume.
Well, I'll be wearing my like work costume.
Yeah.
And then I'll be wearing another costume for the next couple
For
months. after
Ryan's
that.
Halloween costume, he's just putting on sleeves.
Well, I have two. I have two costume ideas. I don't know if I Well, I could say it on here because by the time they see this, Halloween will already be over. Okay. I have my costume that I wore to Comic-Con, where my Steven Universe costume. I have everything together. It looks good. And this time when I wear it, I can like actually walk like a normal person again.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. But
last time he was freaking annoying. With
I know. But I also have my costume of Clark Griswold from the Vacation movies. And I'm kind of leaning to that.
I like that.
Yeah. Because you've seen my hockey jersey that I have, right, of him? Mm-hmm. It's from the Christmas Vacation. Yeah. I'm leaning that way just because it's less work.
Mm-hmm. And you get to wear a hockey jersey.
I do, yeah. I love a good hockey jersey.
Or as they like to say in hockey, a hockey jersey.
Or a sweater.
Yeah.
So I'm debating. I'm still flipping around. I'll decide before I go to work tomorrow. But Halloween, you're a big Halloween guy, right?
I love Halloween. I feel bad about Halloween because I don't quite do as much for it as I used to do. Just so busy.
None of us do, yeah.
But I don't love it as much as I love Thanksgiving and Christmas. I wish I could just lump those two together because, like,
most of us do and just ignore one of them. So
naturally, I say Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday because I love just
food?
Eating.
Yeah.
But like,
you
Christmas
could technically
time
do it any holiday.
Is my favorite time.
It's the best time of the year. Yeah,
and I get to eat just as much on Christmas. You know, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love Christmas.
Yeah, me too. You know where I stand on Christmas. I can't wait to. I saw a video on TikTok yesterday where it was like there's 2 seasons to the Christmas season. There's November 1st to Thanksgiving, and then there's Thanksgiving
and there's like
to
rush
Christmas
hour
Eve.
Christmas.
Then there's Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve. Like you can start at either point. Either one is acceptable. I'm a November 1st guy. Like Wednesday, I'm gonna be off.
Oh,
of work.
I'm cranking Christmas.
Well, I'm putting the Christmas music on, and I will. I might put my tree up.
Do it.
Yeah. There's no rules. I can do that. We just established there's no rules on this show. There's no rules in life. Life is just about taking the risks that you need to.
Hey man, as long as there's food there, I'm all in. Food and something to eat off of. Like
Oh, okay. Like a plate?
Yeah.
Or like a pal?
Like a pal.
Like a pal. Do you want to do the honors?
Yes. Sure. Folks, today our topic is something from both of our youths.
Yes.
Something that I'm sure we'll discuss our experiences with them personally. It's something that I know you are all very familiar with based on this jingle.
Hey kids, I love a mouse and crate. Oink, oink, Zoo Pals. Fuzz, fuzz, Zoo Pals. Quack, quack, Zoo Pals. Zoo Pals make eating fun. When you clean your plate.
It's a lot longer than I remember.
You see their face. Hoot, hoot, Zoo Pals. Ribbit, ribbit,
We need like a little bouncing ball going across the screen.
We could do that.
Zoo Pals make eating fun. Zoo Pals.
So there's that song.
No,
God, starting another
Starting
one.
again. Yeah.
Zoo Pals.
Yeah.
Ryan, explain for any heathen at home that has no clue what we're talking about. Can you explain what a Zoo Pal
Well,
is?
I mean, you just saw the video, and the video does show us what it looks like.
That's true. I forgot there is a video aspect of this.
Yeah, this is all going to be a work in progress as we transition from audio to video. We didn't mention that there is going to be audio feeds for the.
Yeah, there will be just
not
audio
this,
feeds,
not
yeah.
this one, most likely.
I mean, I'll include it if someone's like really adamant about like not watching it.
I gotta listen to it while I drive to Walmart. It's like
hopefully that's not enough time to listen to a podcast.
No.
If you're driving,
what if you go to Walmart
40
like, a lot?
minutes to get to a Walmart? I'm sorry.
You watch it over a couple, or listen to it over a couple of days. You could do that.
A couple of Walmart trips. You go to Walmart 6 days in a row to listen to a
why not?
podcast.
Yeah.
Why are you here again, sir? I gotta finish this podcast.
It's like I just walk up and down the aisles until the show's over. But yeah, no. So you saw in the video is Zoo Pals. Zoo Pals is, of course, a very famous for our age demographic form of cutlery and eatery. I guess it's time to really just break down into Zoo Pals.
Let's get into
buddy.
Zoo Pals.
Did you have these?
No.
Really?
I never had Zoo Pals. I used Zoo Pals.
Okay, so you would like go to
on
somebody's
occasions,
house?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I never actually had Zoo Pals at my house. Did you?
No.
Well, look at
No.
the first episode of Things from Our Past, something that neither of us ever had.
Yeah, but we saw the commercial.
Oh,
and that's what we're here to talk about.
We saw the commercial.
This is like a myriad of like commercial / product that we're talking about today. I got a little background for Zoo Pals because people that are watching this might be like, holy shit, I remember Zoo Pals. When was this a thing? I'll tell you when this was a thing.
He'll tell you.
2003 is when Zoo Pals first came on.
Bro, it feels like Zoo Pals was around since like the late 90s, Hiccup.
The late 90s hiccup. No, and that's something that's always interesting when like I look at the dates for this kind of stuff. Like when did I see like this ad? Like when did this happen? 2003. So what was it? I was 12. You were what? 10? Oh, 9?
2003, 9.
9. Yeah. So yeah, we're around like the same time frame of like I was maybe like a little older. So like that's probably why like my parents wouldn't buy it. But I always remember the commercial and being like, oh, that's kind of cool. These plates are shaped like animals. And they were I would imagine that we probably thought that they were insanely popular.
Yeah, you see those commercials as a kid and you think everyone else has this except me.
Yeah,
Everyone
exactly.
else.
Yes.
I know every kid on this street has Zoo Pals,
Yeah.
and I'm over here eating off of fine china.
Yeah. I'm eating off.
I'm eating on a real plate.
I'm eating on my Hercules Burger King plate.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I still have some of those somewhere.
I have I think one of my parents still has that. I don't know. But yeah, it's that FOMO kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, this is so cool. Why don't I have this? And Zoo Pals was one of those things, I guess, for both of us now.
Yeah.
But I say like we assume they were popular. They were not that popular. I don't know how much you dug into like the background of Zoo Pals. Zoo Pals began in 2003. Production ended in 2007. And if you saw in the video, these are made by Hefty. Hefty is very right. They're very they're known for like their trash.
They're
bags
known
and
for
things
making
like
trash.
that. But I never even realized. I never put that together that like Hefty like. I know Hefty's the trash bag company and whatever, but I didn't even realize that they did other stuff. But then I remember they do plates, like paper plates, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even remember that this was them. But yeah, production ended in 2007, and they were officially off the shelves and discontinued by 2010. So a short time frame, really. Like
They're back.
are we gonna talk about this?
Yeah,
now?
I was waiting to see if you were going to talk about it right now. They are back.
So we dug up the idea to do this topic about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Did you know that they were back when
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I think I saw a commercial recently.
I have not seen
If there are commercials, I'm pretty sure I saw one. It may have been like a YouTube ad. That's where I see most of my commercials these days.
Yeah. No,
It's
for
on
sure.
YouTube.
Yeah, because we don't have cable.
Yeah.
I had no idea these were back. Just no clue whatsoever.
Honestly, we probably should have got them.
Well,
me knowing,
yeah,
I probably should have gone out of my way
when
to get
I
these.
found out the other day that they were back, I tried. I looked online.
You went to go try and get them?
I was like, let me look at Walmart, Target, Amazon. Nobody could get them in time for the recording.
Ryan was like, let me go get these at Walmart so I can listen to my podcast.
There's no doubt in my mind that at some point in the near future, one of us will be purchasing these and we will have them on our set.
1,000%.
Yeah. This blank wall set.
The fact that I have to buy Zoo Pals on eBay and pay a premium for it is not okay. And as of right now, we'll not be doing it.
No. So you'll do it like if you see them in a store, you'll go get them.
Absolutely. Because I can't imagine in the store they'd be $30.
Well, how many plates? It's only 10 right
20.
now, right? Is it 10
no,
or 20?
20 count.
Let me look at I have some things about them bringing them back.
They're on Hefty's website. It says buy on Amazon.
Yeah, they have a link to Amazon and Target,
Temporarily out of stock.
but Amazon is like out of stock and like through like secondary vendors, and then Target is just completely out of stock.
So they are popular or they make less?
No, I'm like no. Back then they were like
Right,
they
but I'm
weren't.
saying like now you think they're popular?
I you know what it is like it's and it's the whole crux of our show here. It's nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say that is because when I looked that Zoo Pals were coming back, they just came back in August 17th. Hefty made the announcement that Zoo Pals were coming back. I saw. Well, here let me ask you a question. With anything from the past that people want to come back, what is something they almost always do? You don't have it?
No.
Think about it.
Maybe I don't understand the question.
Like if a product product goes away and like a person or a group of people want to have that product come back.
Oh, like start a petition?
That's
Okay.
yeah,
I got
a
what you're saying.
change.org petition
Change.org.
that I came across.
People are like, can I change.org this show?
This petition was made in November of 2018. It did not meet its signature goal. The goal was 25,000. It got just under 20K. I'm going to read a little bit of this snippet for you, for all of you listening here.
And watching.
One may be asking yourself, what is a Zoo Pal? For those who may not have experienced the pure ecstasy of eating off of such fine china, Zoo Pals are a kid's paper plate themed as animals. The plates feature 2 separate ovals that serve as sauce ramekins. That's a nice word. This genius idea was integrated flawlessly as these ramekins, they used it again.
Wow.
Often had the ears, feet, or eyes of an animal perfectly placed within them. They did make eating fun. Zoo Pals were very nostalgic in the lives of American children who grew up in the 90s, early 2000s. And due to lack of demand, Hefty had to discontinue the product. As the years go by, the nostalgia increases, the catchy theme song and iconic design created for fun times while eating. They have more, but I think we get the gist right there.
I have a gripe already with
Yeah.
that. Either someone's in the wrong here, and it could be you.
Okay.
But I don't think it is. But if you're trying to bring something back, you should probably have a little bit of knowledge about it. And you're telling me Zoo Pals started in 2003, and this person said kids from the late 90s to the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you think this person just said that to try and ride the wave of the 90s nostalgia?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think this person's probably got a lot of other issues
They're-
if they're working hard to bring back Zoo Pals. An adult can make a change.org,
Yeah,
right?
anyone can, yeah.
Anyone, I would say that, I mean, you're probably not seeing like 6-year-olds make a change.org, right? So the person that's making this change.org is probably an adult. So do you think they were like, oh, I want these for me? Or are they like, oh, I have kids now and I'd love for them to be able to experience Zoo Pals?
This is very much a person that wants them for themselves. There's no mention in this change.org. Oh, they do
Of
say
children.
they do say with my potential kids.
Oh.
So there is
okay.
no child involved in this petition.
This person's hoping that they find a woman
Yeah.
through their change.org
It's gonna
for
be
Zoo Pals.
Well, maybe this person that commented could be that person, because the top comment on here, I was rejected of these fine plates as a child because my mother didn't love me. Now, as a college student with my own income to afford these plates, it is my lifelong dream to have these in my possession and eat a meal off of an animal design plate. So we might be able to do a little matchmaking here between these two. I know it's been over 4 years now, but
Maybe they already did it.
I hope so, and more than once, most likely.
Probably.
Yeah. But
They gotta have enough kids to give Zoo Pals
yeah, they're
to.
building a football team out of children.
You freaking Philip Rivers over here.
I want to reiterate the point here. These are really cool.
They are really cool.
They are nostalgic to our childhood. Even though we didn't have them, we will always remember them. They're still plates.
They're still plates.
Still plates.
And on top of that, and I don't know if you were gonna bring this up, but I want to bring this up here. Some of them kind of dumb.
Okay, well, I figured we were going to touch on like the ones they look like, because I was trying to find a comprehensive list of all the ones that they made. You can't find
I
it.
found this, like, did you come across that website? It was called like ideas.wiki.org or something like that.
don't
You know, like
think
there's
so.
like those fan-made Wikipedia pages.
Yeah.
It was like that, but for Zoo Pals. But there's a lot of information on there that, based on what I could find, was misinformation.
Okay.
But I do just keep looking up like images of Zoo Pals, so we'll kind of pop these up right here somewhere or on a different spot on the
Well,
screen.
I want to discuss some of the designs.
Yes, 100%.
Because I first off, I want to talk about the ones that they brought back for this
Okay.
refurb. Because apparently there's 10. Like there's the packs still are in 20, but there's 10 originals that came back. And I don't know if you know this. The plates have names.
I know that because they have or had like a website where you could meet the Zoo Pals.
That's wild.
You like go to the website. It was almost like a Webkins type thing, except you're not.
Well, the
caring for your
website
plate.
was made on Adobe Flash, so like it was one of those
Damn.
types. Yeah. Because I watched like a small like 4-minute deep dive on like this topic of like when they disappeared. So that guy's probably very happy that the one that made that video. But
Yeah,
he
'cause
was,
he's getting the test audience. clip.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no. So they have names. And
Okay.
I thought that was interesting. So
Give
here's
me the name and then I'm gonna guess the animal.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm gonna show the picture on the screen
Okay.
of the 10 that are back, but I'm not gonna show you yet. Okay.
Okay.
Curly.
Frog.
Do you want me to tell you if you're right or wrong?
Yeah.
Or okay, incorrect.
Damn it.
Fritz.
Frog.
That's correct. Yes, Fritz the frog. Cosmo.
Cosmo the camel.
Camel's not one of them.
Damn it.
I should just tell you what it is because we'll be here forever
Sure.
if you get it wrong. So Curly's the pig.
Duh.
Cosmo
Stupid idiot.
is the cow. There's no Baloo.
That better not be the freaking whale.
It is the whale.
The whale is the dumbest plate.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll discuss some of them here shortly. Tina.
Tina is the turtle.
No. Tina is the tiger.
Oh.
Speckles.
Speckles the ladybug.
That's correct. Domino.
Domino the Dalmatian.
Correct. Shelly.
The turtle.
Correct. Puddles.
The duck.
Yes. And Theo.
The bear.
Yeah, you caught fire at the end of there. You did pretty good.
I realized we were looking at the same picture here. I don't understand. Some of these naming conventions were like alliteration, and others were just like Theo the bear.
It felt like they like tried to do alliteration to start and then realized that like this is really difficult. Some intern over
Shelly,
there.
phenomenal name for a turtle.
Yes.
Not original, but great.
Puddles for a duck.
Puddles for a duck.
No
sure.
notes. Domino for a Dalmatian.
Great.
Yeah, no notes. Curly for the pig is great too.
That's also great.
Cosmo with a K is how they
It's with a
spell
K?
it. Yeah, it's with a K, which is wild because cow starts with a C.
Cow starts with a C.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it that way.
Stupid idiots.
That one's bad. Speckles is a great name, not for a ladybug.
Not for
Yeah,
a ladybug.
not for a ladybug.
Maybe for like a mole.
Yeah.
A mole. A mole would be perfect for
It's
Speckles.
also wild that the bear and the tiger just have human names. Tina and Theo.
Theo.
Yeah, it's wild to me that they just have human names.
That's the cast of the Cosby Show.
Yeah, I never knew that they. I never knew that they had names. I had no idea. And then there's like people now are like, what about these ones that didn't come back? Like, so now it's probably time for us to.
It's like those memes where it's like, all right, kids, time to eat off of Theo, the kid in class named Theo.
yeah, he's like that guy that puts like the tablecloth on him, and then a bunch of dishes, and he's naked,
Yeah.
and then he rips
He
the
rips
thing
it
off,
off.
and the plates and the cups and everything are just covering all the bits.
I tried that one time.
I bet. Yeah.
Um,
Do you want to talk about some of the
yeah,
designs?
some of these designs suck, and I'm not just going to talk about those ones.
Let's start with these new.
We'll start
these
with those
10.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say most of these
Are good.
Are good.
Correct.
I have two that I have accepted.
I think we're gonna have the same ones.
I'm going to start with the worst one.
Yeah.
The whale sucks.
Do you not like the whale just because it's sideways for the fish?
It's sideways, and it's sideways. First of all, which no kid's gonna eat like that. That's right in the way. If you're righty, that's right in fork zone.
Yeah.
Right, my fork's right here. But also, it doesn't like look like a whale's tail. Like it's just like here's
Excuse
the
me?
whale. Huh? It's just here's the whale's face in the middle of the plate, and
With the blowhole also
with
there,
the
yeah.
blowhole, and our ramekins are nothing.
yeah,
Every other creature, the ramekin is some part
that's
of it.
true. That's a good
The
point.
whale, it's just blue.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
There's
stupid.
no like lines or anything like that.
The second one, and you might disagree with me actually. The second one that I think is dumb is the duck.
Oh, really?
I feel
wow.
like you're
okay.
thinking the ladybug.
I am thinking the ladybug.
No, the duck.
How dare you? The duck is like one of my favorites.
I like the duck.
Is it the
It
proportions?
doesn't really make sense.
Is it the proportions?
Yeah. Is he like leaning forward? Why is his head so big?
Okay, but
Like,
you have to. Okay, but you have to look at it this way. How else would you do it?
make the face smaller and put wings on the side.
Oh, so it's like the
So
circle
it's almost like
and
he's
then,
like this.
it's on the
yes,
side like that.
Like this. No, no,
Yeah.
no. Keep the feet. But within the circle, the wings are like in there. Like maybe they're like in front of him or
Oh,
something.
in
like
the
that.
circle.
Yes. Make his head. I think the head's just too big.
It's very disproportional.
Like the ladybug's head is fine.
I think it is the most disproportional one of the group. I agree with that. But
In this section.
yeah, well, there's
Because there are
plenty of-
others that are really stupid.
yeah, there's some bad ones, dude. All right, well,
Well, let me hear your thoughts on the ladybug, though.
the feet are weird.
The feet. That's not what a ladybug's foot looks like.
Right. Like it's weird.
And I mean, you know, right? Like you're pretty familiar with ladies' feet.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best part.
I will say a good one. Alligator.
Yeah, that's the one that people are most upset that didn't come back.
Alligator slaps.
Yeah, the alligator.
What's that one's name? You know?
I did see it before. Do you have it?
I'm gonna find it. Zoopal's alligator name.
I don't know if it was an alligator or a crocodile. I can't remember.
Even better now. I love this guy. Oh wait,
I remember it's like a Spanish name, right? Or isn't it? Like, I'm pretty sure. I saw it.
yeah,
I know I saw it
This
earlier.
this name is fire.
What is it?
Ernesto.
Yeah, it's Ernesto.
Ernesto
yeah.
the alligator.
Yeah.
Again, no clue why.
Why his name's that?
Yeah,
yeah,
it
but
doesn't
works-
start
but
with
it's
an
fun-
A
but
and
it's
it
good.
doesn't describe an alligator.
It's true. Well, let me ask you though, like if we're gonna do this like sub one in to sub one out, who's coming out?
Does it have to be of the original?
Well, yeah, of these
Oh, okay,
10.
so you're talking about like bringing one
Of
back.
these 10, who's
oh,
coming
whale,
out?
you're gone.
Okay, well, but here's the problem. It throws off the color consistency.
I don't.
I know
care.
you don't
well,
care.
I'll take 3 grains.
I know you don't care, but I think I think that's important. I think the color consistency.
Fine.
I
Wait,
s-
so well then I can't bring in another green anyway.
Well, you
We're
can
gonna
get
have
rid of
3
You'd
greens.
have to get rid of the turtle or the frog.
Why?
Well, because I just think it's a color thing.
Frog's OG.
You can't. I don't
Can't
think.
get rid of frog.
I agree.
Turtle, you're gone.
Well, but aren't the frog
Turtle, get the hell
isn't
out.
the alligator isn't the alligator and the frog like very similar? Like in design, the eyes are up at the top.
No.
What does the alligator one look like? Let me look at it. Yeah, they look almost identical.
No, they don't.
Yeah, the eyes are in
Have you been to a zoo?
the eyes are in the side
Yes,
parts though.
but-
the ramekins.
but
if
you get
will.
the snout. You get the
I'm
snout.
gonna start using the word
Listen,
ramekin in my regular vocabulary now.
I don't need the turtle. I don't.
You said you liked the turtle though. Turtle's got a great name. Turtle might have the
Turtle's
best
got
name
a great
of the group.
name. I'm very fond of Shelley's. Listen,
I'm listening.
fine. If you want to go that route, frog. Get the hell
No,
out of here.
but the frog is OG.
That's what I was saying.
But I think they picked the right 10. I think the crocodile's
No,
out.
the whale is a mistake.
Well, what do you do for the blue then?
What rhino?
The rhino's like gray.
Okay, why do I have to have a blue one?
I mean, I feel like colors. These are for kids. Remember, kids love color.
Okay, get color at school.
Just get color.
Yeah,
at
why do
school.
you need to-
Go- Some kid in the 2nd grade goes to school and it's just like, "Can I get some color, please?"
They stick them out in the sun.
Yeah. Oh God.
What other blue ones are there?
I don't know.
I don't think there is another blue one. Okay, whoa. Here's some. What are these? Are these like knockoff zoo pals?
There are knockoff ones.
No, these
yeah.
are legitimate zoo pals here.
Did you see the toucan?
Nah, no.
The toucan is good.
You want to know another terrible one?
What's that?
The flamingo.
The flamingo's bad.
The flamingo is so bad.
We're,
And it-
we're gonna throw all these
all
up on the
these are-
screen as we talk about them.
you know what's funny is like I was about to say the same thing, but we also don't have to tell them that because they're going to be watching it and they're just going to be seeing it. Unless you're one of those people that decided to just listen to this.
But this is the test episode, so I feel like we should just tell them anyway.
But they're already seeing it.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we're all
Oh, okay.
working on
These
the
might
kinks.
be knockoff zoo pals. I can't tell.
No, the flamingo one is
No,
legit.
these are legit. What is wrong with this old alligator? Or is this a new alligator? I don't like this orangutan. It has arms in the ramekins.
Yeah, it's weird.
And they have a snake too.
There's a lot. I like the elephant a lot. The elephant definitely could have been in play to
Elephant's
come back.
solid.
The steer or like the bull.
Yep, I like that
the
one too.
bull's really good. The giraffe looks high as shit.
Giraffe, crazy choice.
Yeah.
Uh,
the panda's great.
Another one that I saw, I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of it right now, that I think is just bonkers is the kangaroo. Did you see that one?
I'm looking.
Let's see. Zoo Pal's kangaroo.
I don't see the kangaroo.
Right here. This is not the picture I saw earlier. This picture is really bad. But there was a
I
Zoo
hate
Pal
that.
kangaroo.
I hate that. That's very similar to the duck in terms of like
Pretty close.
Yeah, the proportions look off.
Birds too. Like there's a bald eagle.
Well, there's a couple in the ad that we watched that we haven't talked about. The bees in there. The bee I like with the wings.
Bee's not bad.
I like the
Bee's
bee.
not bad. Creative.
The owl was good with the feet, the talons. Mm-hmm. That one was good. The dog is good.
Dog's classic. Gotta have a dog.
yeah.
Panda. Love me some panda. I don't love pandas in the commercial.
I
but-
mentioned the panda. Yeah.
Well, this one's cute. A little seal. I didn't notice that.
Oh,
one.
like the white seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
the
a
seal's
gray
good.
whale too.
Yeah.
There's 6 gray animals. 5.
Yeah, I see that.
And you're over here complaining about color.
The koala is in there. I think that's a white tiger's in there as well. I think.
Where? No, what I'm seeing is like a snow leopard.
Oh, is that what that is? Yeah, I couldn't. Oh, I see both. In my picture, I got both.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got both. So, I mean, there's not really like most of the animals are covered. They did do dinosaurs at some point as well.
I saw that
Yeah.
too. Like me some dinos.
And they had a license.
I was gonna say, can we talk about the most important zoo, pal?
Yeah, go ahead.
An aardvark.
Yeah, but not just any aardvark.
Not just any aardvark. Arthur.
It's the only licensing Zoo Pals
Yeah.
ever did.
So remember that website I told you about that had a bunch of misinformation? It tried telling me that there were Disney zoo pals. I was like, no,
That's
the hell there
true,
were not.
yeah.
Those plates were brought to you by PBS viewers like you.
Like you, like me.
Like you.
Okay.
An Arthur Zupal is
Perfect.
solid.
No notes.
Seriously, like if you were gonna put any kids cartoon, the only thing that would work better is maybe Caillou, but then you don't need the ramekins. But
He has no hair.
besides that,
It could be his shoes. It's just like the plate is his entire
It's upside
bald head,
down.
and it's just the shoes. That's it.
he looks like the honeycomb like demon thing.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, with all the fizzy fur and all that.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I have some questions regarding the Zoo Pals.
Okay.
I'm sure there's other stuff you want to cover here in a
got a
little
couple
bit, and
things,
we'll get to those. But I
Yeah.
do want to bring up a couple items here.
Why'd you just touch that cord?
No, I'm looking at to make sure everything's still recording
Oh,
because this
okay,
thing
okay.
notoriously dies on us.
That's true. Yeah, we
so I
have had
want to
that
make
problem
sure
before.
it doesn't. Yeah. Okay, so we already actually covered this one. I have two questions that I'm going to ask. And
Is
I'll
it about
ask-
the Rainforest Cafe looking stuff?
No.
Okay.
But I'll ask one question and then you can get back to actual information and I'll ask my other question because both of these are hypotheticals. Okay. First one.
Sure.
And I didn't put too much thought into this either.
It's normal.
Ryan, what is your ideal Zoo Pal meal?
Meal?
Yeah,
Oh, we haven't
you
talked
got
about the food.
One
yet.
item in each ramekin.
Okay.
And then a main dish.
Is this current me or child me?
Let's say you're eating like a child, whether it's current you or child you. You were eating things that a child would want to eat.
Okay. The main plate
Mm-hmm.
is nugs. Yeah, nugs. Easy. Chicken nuggets for sure. I think in the jetted out little side parts.
They're called ramekins.
I know,
Sure.
but it's just I'm gonna work on getting that in there. One of them is a dip. Current or past me would have used ketchup, so I probably will just keep that in the theme here, and I'll just go with ketchup. It's not what I would choose now, but it's fine. And then in the other one, you know what? Give me some mac and cheese in the other one. Yeah. So nugs, mac and cheese, and some ketchup.
I'm gonna try going a little different than you because I was also gonna pick mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That was gonna be mine. Here's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a slice of pizza
Okay.
in one of the little ramekins.
Go ahead.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have some marinara sauce,
Interesting. Let me. I think I know where you're going here.
and then the other ramekin, some way, shape, or form. If I'm thinking current menu offerings, Domino's has these little Parmesan bread bites. Little Parmesan bites.
So you're gonna have the pizza and like the breadsticks both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
What are you not?
I thought maybe you were gonna put ranch in the other one and just have both
God.
condiments.
Why would I do ranch and marinara?
I don't know.
I could be like a weird kid and put like salad. You know that if your parent is giving you Zoo Pal, they're like, all right, buddy,
Buddy.
you got your
Listen,
main thing.
buddy.
For also too, we said, and I know this was the proposition I put, and I said one main thing, but also you could fit quite a bit. Like for you, right? You could probably fit your nuggets and the sauce on the main.
Well, that's
the
I mean
face.
that's the thing with these. If you look at any of the photos of like the plates with food on them, the big head part is there's a lot of room to work with. Like
It's funny looking at their like promotional photos for these too,
Yeah.
because again, they're trying to show you that it's a Zoo Pal and show you stuff. So you look at the like promo imagery and it's usually like a dip and then like a vegetable on the side.
Yeah.
But then the main item that's on the plate is like off to the side.
yeah,
You know,
I
it's
think
like
they do it for the purpose of like we want you to see
to see the face,
yeah.
right? But it's just so funny because you see like, oh, here's 3 nuggets off to the side.
Yeah, which is not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Dude, when I make Totino's now as like an adult,
Yeah.
right? Because I love Totino's pizza rolls.
Yeah.
It's like throw 12 on a plate or in the toaster oven.
And then I'll come back for
I'm
more.
throwing about 40 on the plate. I'm grabbing multiple handfuls, throwing on the plate, guessing in the microwave.
How many Totinos do you think equals one whole slice of pizza?
6.
Okay. So if you eat 40, so 6 is one slice.
Let's all watch Ryan do this math.
6 is one slice. So if you eat 40, that's 5 slices of pizza, right?
A little more than 6.
Is it? Oh yeah, 6 to 5, 35. Yeah, I was close. So it's a little over 5, then, right? Is it 6? No, am I have it wrong?
6 times 6.
Is 30? Oh yeah, I'm way off. Yeah, 6 times. Yeah.
That's why I said it's a little more than
Okay,
6.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, 40 would be just under 7. So it's about a whole pie. Like you're close. Yeah. Seems reasonable. What size of slice is it?
I'm thinking like
That's kind of small. That's a small slice
if
of
you
pizza.
go, if your work brings you pizza, you're not getting like big slices, right? I'm thinking like
yeah,
that
it's like
kind of slice.
it's like the kindergarten pizza party
Yeah,
where like
exactly.
it's like a small sliver.
It's like all
this.
the entire classroom is
that.
eating. The entire classroom's eating a couple slices of pizza, and then you look over at me, and I have 24 tortillas.
It's like you're the
pizza
the
rolls.
teacher that ordered 2 boxes of pizza, one for the kids, one for yourself to take home.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm taking home what the kids didn't finish.
I wouldn't touch the pizza that the kids had their hands on unless you're serving it to them. I wouldn't. do
Hand,
that.
foot, and mouth pizza.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean the proportions are not great on here, but you have to do it this way for the machinations of a plate to make sense. You know, like, and I like that the option is available for the kids to just kind of have the face visible as well, because it kind of defeats the purpose if you're covering the whole face.
And again, I know we both talked about neither of us having this. Do you feel like this is something that you ever needed as a kid? Like,
No.
do you think you would have been like, "Oh, I'm so glad I'm eating off of this cow's face"?
Well, that's the issue though, right? Because they're paper plates. You can't save them. You got to throw them away. So like, would you
Right.
in the moment be like, oh, that's
There's
cool,
a lot
I
of
guess.
imagery of like kids using them as like masks afterwards.
That's
you
fine, yeah.
sure, but like
We've all done that in school where you like color on a plain paper plate and make it look like
I
something.
just don't feel like. Look, I know I eat a lot. I don't feel like there was ever a point in my life where it was like, well, the only way to get Joel to eat is if he's eating off of this frog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think it would have been better if they were ceramic and they like
Could use them.
Like,
Yes, I
charged
think
more.
if it's something you can keep, and then it's like as a kid growing up, I had like my cereal bowl.
I had one too, yeah.
And it's like, yes, this
Mine
is
had a straw
my
built
cereal
into
bowl.
it.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I bet we had the exact same ones.
Yeah.
It's like it almost looks like the hats that Devo wore.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
exactly.
with a straw. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
mine was
That's exactly
what
I
color
had.
was yours?
Blue.
I had green.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
perfect. You finish it, you drink the milk. That was like, okay, this is my thing, right?
Yeah.
You talk about like
You get up in the morning for your cartoons, you could just go and
yes,
grab the bowl.
You know about like you talked about. Like,
It's
the different Happy Meal things.
magically cleaned every morning.
It's magically delicious.
Yeah, no, like it's clean for the next
Oh, yeah.
day.
I sure didn't clean it.
Yeah.
But so if this was like, oh, I love, let's say Shelly. Put a little more respect on Shelly's name here, right?
Rightfully so.
Let's say I like the turtle plate, and I'm like, oh, I want the turtle plate. You go to the store, you buy the turtle plate, and every time you eat, you are eating on that turtle plate. Now you like have this, for lack of a better term, like you're building this relationship with this
Yeah.
plate, right? You're like attached to the plate. It's like a teddy bear. But if it's like, oh, I'm eating off this frog and I'm throwing it in the trash and gonna go outside and play baseball, like I don't care.
What if they did something cool where it was like a mail away thing, like a plate of the month kind of thing? It's like, hey, if you want to, like, I remember,
Yeah.
you remember, was it Zoo Books that thing
Zoo
was
Books,
called?
yeah.
Where like every month they would send you a different one with a different animal on it. What if it was like a subscription service?
What if they just collabed?
I mean, yeah, they could have. Yeah.
We can go back in time and make that happen.
But what if they? What if that was a thing though? Like it's like, hey, like this month is the duck. The next month is the
Yeah,
pig. Like
and make it like too.
You can
similar
opt-
to
you-
Zoo Pals.
yeah.
It's like, oh, here we're sending you this duck plate.
yeah.
Here's a little booklet with fun facts about
Yeah.
ducks. Here's some stickers or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's the route to go because then you save the plate. Because I agree with you. I think them being paper, just kind of, it's a one and done kind of thing. Like, and I don't know how many like households just use paper plates. Like if you're having a party, like obviously you'll do paper plates, but if
I do. One person that's actually listening to this knows very well that I use paper plates pretty consistently.
really,
Yeah.
I never use paper plates.
I use regular plates most of the time, but especially like if I'm like on the go or I make like a quick little sandwich or something and I'm like, don't want to do dish or whatever, like we have paper plates that we
Okay.
use.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, but to answer your question, to bring it back in, like it was just never anything I felt like I was missing out on. Like I always wanted to see them. Like it was still a FOMO of like, oh, those are just, like I remember the commercials, like, oh, I've never seen those before.
how could
Those
you
are
forget?
So cool. But looking back on it now, it's like, oh, that
Yeah.
I would not. I don't want to say I wouldn't remember using them, but I wouldn't like fondly think back on it.
Yeah, and like, oh, I remember eating off my Zoo Pals. I miss it.
Yeah, it just wouldn't happen.
I
love the idea for kids though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one more thing, but I don't know if you.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple things. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just all right. What do I want to touch on next? I have one thing. I have two Two things. One will be at the end, and one will be at the very end. So I just got a couple like wrap up things
Okay.
to do. Did you know that in order to try and like keep the Zoo Pals line alive, they made new products?
I remember, didn't they have like forks or something for a little bit, or like utensils?
Yeah, they did cups, bowls, and utensils.
I do remember the cups actually. Now that you say that,
Yeah,
I knew about the utensils, but
all of those sound dumb.
yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
That said, I would probably love me like a Zoo Pal fork.
I mean, the fork is probably the best one, but it's probably no similar to like a spoon you would get at like a Froyo place, where like it's got like the logo or whatever on it, or like if you ever like mailed away with like box tops or whatever to get one. Yeah, it's nothing special. There's no color to it. Like it's just, I was like, oh, this pink spoon has a bear on it. Like the bowls are dumb. They're the plates, but dumb. Because you don't need. What do you need the side compartments for a bowl?
More soup.
Like what? But how did they? What would you use it for?
Here's my soup, and here's more soup.
Yeah. There's really no point. The cups are probably the best one, but the cups didn't have.
They should have started with cups.
But the cups didn't have a special design element to them. It was just a cup.
It's just a cup, but there's an
It's
animal
just a
on
cup
it.
with the animal's face on it. Like that doesn't.
That seems like the type of thing you'd buy at the zoo.
No, but like I understand that, but it doesn't fit like the theming of Zoo
Yeah, I
Pals.
guess.
So all of those are bad. I don't like any of them. But
All
there's
of them.
Yeah. But there's another one that is just, it's still a plate. It's called Zoo Pals Babies. Have you seen any of this?
No.
Look those up a little bit.
Zoo Pals.
Zoo Pals Babies was essentially the same plate. Like think of the duck, the frog, the alligator plate that you're seeing, and then they just have tiny ones on it as well.
Why am I not seeing these?
You can't see it at all?
I typed in Zoo Pals babies, and I'm not seeing anything.
No, they're in there. Let me see here. I had one. I was just looking at it. I can show it to you. Yeah, here we go.
Oh wait, no, I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, they're just tiny ones. Like so they're like essentially like partially covering up the faces of the animals, which is funny considering that was like the whole selling point. I was like, you can see their face. It's literally in the commercial. And now it's like you can't see all of their face. Yeah, they were.
There's a snail one. This is so bad.
The snail one's bad. What are the ramekins on the snail? What are they?
Nothing. It's just green.
It's just green. How do they even justify that? I found the cups. The cups are literally just their face.
It's just a cup, yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb. Do you like any of the fish ones?
No, the goldfish one's stupid too.
But the fins make more sense.
More sense than the whale, but
Yeah.
no, get out of here with that.
Okay, so we're out on the fish.
This person tried to make a smiley face with their food on the Zoo Pal.
With a
That's the whole point
That's
of
the
the
whole
Zoo
point,
Pal, is
yeah.
it already has the face.
It's true.
Let me ask you my last thing here really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And this might have been actually one of your things too, thinking about it.
I guarantee you it's not.
What's your ideal Zoo Pal? Like, if you could pick an animal that's a Zoo Pal, what is it?
One that already exists?
No. Like, you are creating a Zoo Pal. Zoo Pal came to you and said, Ryan, we need another animal.
A new animal?
What is it?
It's an animal that they don't have already? They cover
Or you
one.
can go IP route if you want to.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Don't say Mickey, that's too easy.
No, because
That's so easy.
I saw someone say like it would have been cool if they did like Pokemon ones.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah. So now let me think about that. I mean, that's a good one. Like a Pikachu Zoo Pal would be really cool instead of
A
circles. it's
Magmar.
Like instead of circles, it's triangles. Like the ramekins for his ears. That would be cool. Squirtle and Charmander, you could do their feet. I guess Bulbasaur, you could do. I guess the feet as well. I don't know how you do the bulb part though. And there's so many you could choose from. That's a good one. I really do like the Arthur one. So I'm trying to think of something
Arthur
similar
Slabs.
to that. Do you have one while I think?
I would just pick a red panda.
Is that one not on here?
I looked them up during my research for this. Did not see any red pandas.
Red Panda's good. Yeah, I mean, I looked through so many photos. It feels like all of them are here already. Yeah, I'd probably go IP based. I think a Pokemon collab would be really
like that.
cool.
I like
yeah,
that.
That'd be fun. Okay. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm
I got one thing, and then we'll end the show. But my end of the show is going to be something else. So Hefty brand.
hope you're having fun.
Yeah, and if not, at least we are.
Yeah, if you're not enjoying this, that sucks.
Hefty brand is owned by a consumer product company called Reynolds. If you're familiar with Reynolds, they make like aluminum foil, and things like
tin.
that.
I said tin.
Yeah, you did say tin. Yeah. I, of course, am very curious as to why Zoo Pals didn't do well and got discontinued. I couldn't find any reason like journalistically as to what happened. What I did find though is on LinkedIn, I found the current president of the Hefty business unit at Reynolds Consumer Products. I will not say their name on the air, but I can show you if you want.
If it's on LinkedIn, you could probably find it.
Well, I don't want people that are listening to like,
Okay.
yeah, but you see, so I can send them a message.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that.
Do
just
it.
right now. Retry premium. This is $40 a month.
Yes, it's very LinkedIn Premium is very
That's
expensive.
crazy.
Yeah.
Who's paying for that?
Business professionals.
I didn't use LinkedIn to get my jobs. I don't think. I can't remember actually. All right. I think we're in now. Yeah. I'll do the. I don't even know what card is on here. I'm just gonna hit it anyway.
This is actually the entire episode.
It would be. I mean, this is an extra thing. We're gonna. I don't mind. This is what we're gonna do. This is the extra steps we're gonna go to now to make this.
These are
happen.
the links we're going to bring you
Yeah.
premium content.
Yeah. So I'm literally gonna cancel this as soon as the show ends. Like, you have 30 days. Like, I don't care.
No, I'm canceling it now.
Yeah. All right. Let me find this woman again. Yep, there she is.
He just said as a woman, you were trying not to dox her.
Whoops.
Now,
All right. Subject.
Now they just deleted 50%
the subject
of the people.
The subject. I'm gonna put Zoo Pals.
subject is Zoo Pals.
Zoo Pals, and then write message.
Off to start writing message. Dearest blank.
Dear. I'm just gonna actually say
Don't
hello.
start with dear. This is not a letter. Start with hello.
I did say hello.
Hello blank.
I wanted to reach
We'll
out.
read this out loud.
Yeah, I wanted to reach out because you want to read it.
No, go ahead. I am an avid fan of Zoo Pals. You know she can see your photo.
So
Check, this guy is an avid fan of Zoo Pals.
yeah, maybe I will change that. It's like, you know what? Should I just tell her we're doing a show about Zoo Pals?
Sure.
Maybe
Just,
she might-
just say I'm currently doing research about Zoo Pals for a project I'm working on.
Yeah, for an article.
I
I'm
should
working on.
freaking read this.
Yeah.
I should have read this message.
You want to write it?
No.
Write it?
No. We're already too far into this.
Everybody's seeing how bad I am at typing now too.
Ryan, for those of you that can't see, Ryan is typing like this.
Not exactly like that. Yeah. Yeah, not exactly.
I would have already sent the message.
Well, yeah, because you told me to change everything.
It was creepy.
You're right, it was, yeah. And just recently found out that you all brought them back. Exclamation point. Oh. And then I'm gonna do it. I was wondering what the reason was for discontinuing them. Sometimes I don't even know if it's typing or not.
We should have screen recorded this.
I should have.
We can do that in post.
Back in the 2000s. Any information on this subject matter would be helpful.
With love.
I'm not doing that part. All right, I'm going to put, instead of saying thanks, looking forward to your response.
I used to work at a spa, and a handful of people had warm water wishes as their email sign off, and I hated that.
That's gross, yeah. There's no way this person's going to actually respond to this.
I hope she does. She can't possibly think you're a bot, like with seeing that.
No.
So she's got to either.
All right,
She'll consciously have to make the decision to not reply
Okay, so
to you.
here's what I said. I am currently doing research for a project I am working on for Zoo Pals, and just recently found out that you all brought them back. I was wondering what the reason was for discontinuing them back in the 2000s. Any information on this subject matter would be helpful. Looking forward to your response. Ryan.
I love it.
Yeah?
Send tweet.
All right, I'm going to send it.
Send X.
I only get 5 in-mail credits for LinkedIn Premium.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to cancel immediately.
Cancel it.
All right, I sent it. All right, and now I have to cancel. Is there anything else that we want to talk about? Because I have one more thing.
No,
but
I'm
it
curious
has-
about your last
It has
thing
to
here.
close the show.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, the thing that we opened this discussion with was the famous jingle
The jingle.
of Zoo Pals. I was able to track down a house music remix
Wow.
of the Zoo Pals jingle. And I'm going to play that.
Is that going to
for
play
us.
us out?
Yeah. It's gonna play
Okay.
us out.
Well, with that then, folks, thank you for listening to our test episode
And watching it.
Again, this was the first time for us, so very much a test. That's why we're sending it just to you folks. Give us your feedback. We're really excited to get the show going. This is just a taste of what it can be. I had a good time, and this already made me more excited for what the future is going to hold.
Yeah, and we have so many good ideas.
There are
for
a lot of
episodes.
topics. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a good one that we mutually agreed. Like, this will be fun to talk about, but it's not one of the ones
Yeah,
we're
it's
gonna be
not
like.
going to be like a.
Yeah, we're gonna get hyped for some of these. Yeah, this was really fun. It was honestly just good for you and me to get back.
Yeah,
into
just-
creative
yeah,
mode.
doing
It's
this,
been
yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Like, what we had to stop in June, July,
Yeah.
and like I know we
It
go
was,
on
June,
we go on
yeah.
Genre Geeks and we love those guys.
Yeah.
But we've been even telling them, and they've been very supportive about us getting this going too. It's nice for us to like just chop it up and
Mm-hmm.
get this idea in motion. We have a lot of work to do with it still in terms of design and naming and product and things like that. But I think this is a good jumping point
Yeah.
for us.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That said, play us out.
Play me off, Paul.
Hey kids, follow the bouncy bass.
Thank you all so much for watching. This has been our show, and we will see you next time. Here we go. Here it comes.
Hey kids, ride it hard.
This is wild. It's the best minute you could ever spend doing something. I was literally laughing when I was at the coffee house earlier listening to this. See you, everybody.
Adios.